At the request of Senator Villanueva? No, Senator De Lima is next. But I think Senator De Lima is giving way to you and Senator Pacquiao.
Yes.
Well, you're giving way, ah? Sige. Do you want to go ahead? Proceed? Go ahead. You asked me kanina eh. Don't be shy. You're not shy.
Mr. Chairman, I just wanted to put on record that last hearing, I didn't get the chance to ask questions. So I thought I would really be given this opportunity in this hearing to ask questions. So I just wanted to put that on record. I'm not trying to, because it would appear na nauuna po ako sa iba. Ayoko lang. Ganun.
There is a list, as you know, and on that list, that's last time, you were.
I didn't get the chance.
No, I even got you to speak on the
Yes,
labor case.
yeah, before
right?
the hearing, Mr.
So
Chairman.
let's agree with that point. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon po sa atin lahat. At I tried to be very early this morning para mauna rin ho. Kaya I wanted to ask some questions. Una, Mr. Chairman, tatanungin ko po si Attorney Argusino at si Attorney Robles. Habang pinapanood nyo po yung video kanina, yung CCTV. By the way, is this the first time na napanood nyo po itong video at CCTV?
Napakita po sa akin. Hindi po yung first
But it's
time.
not.
It's not.
It's not the same. Pero first time ho.
Hindi ko po ma-compare, sorry po. Kasi hindi ko naman po nakita yun.
Pero first time nyo nakita itong video kanina.
Opo, yes.
Kayo po, Attorney Argusino?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Dun sa video po na nakita nyo, gaya ko po ba, pareho nyong naramdaman at nakita na si Wally Sombero ang nagbibigay ng instructions? Saan kayo pupunta? Saan kayo magmi-meet? Saan kayo uupo? Anong kukunin nyo? Anong ilalagay nyo sa inyong mga sasakyan? Tama po ba ako?
Si Wally po lahat ang may hawak ng pera, Your Honor.
Uulitin ko po yung tanong ko. Gaya ko po ba, naniniwala kayo doon sa pinakitang video na si Wally Sombero ang nagbibigay ng instruction sa inyo? Saan kayo pupunta? Sabi nyo nga po, meeting. Noong 27 sa City of Dreams, Diamond Hotel, 28, tawag sa inyo, huwag kayong aalis, huwag kayong uuwi, kahit na 8 oras na kayong naghihintay. Tama po ba na sabihin, gaya ko, habang pinapanood ko po yung CCTV, si Wally Sombero ang nagdidikta?
Hindi naman po ganun, Your Honor, kasi ho pinag-usapan ho namin yung mga POGO license. Nag-uusap po kami nung dumarating siya. Ang hindi ho namin napapansin, Your Honor, ay dumating siya na may 2 bags.
Kung hindi po totoo yun, sabi nyo kanina, uwing-uwi na kayo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero bakit hindi kayo makauwi dahil hinihintay nyo at gusto nyo magpaalam kay Wally?
Your Honor, nung nawala siya ng 45 minutes, tinatawagan ko po siya. Ang sabi ko,
You can go home kung yun ang gusto nyo.
May
Kung hindi mo
dalawang-
sasabihin na hindi mo siya sinusunod, aalis ka na.
May 2 bags po na
So, who
binulungan
cares?
kami.
Who cares? Unless you care about the bag. Unless you care about what's inside the bag.
Hindi po, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Chairman, alam mo, Attorney Argusino, kaya din ako ganito, hindi tayo humantong dito kung noong December 7, nung hearing natin, dinisclose mo na itong mga information na ito. Unfortunately, Mr. Argusino, hindi mo dinisclose noong hearing sa Committee on Labor, itong 50 million, meron ka na palang hawak. Hindi mo dinisclose December 1 to 4, nag-uusap kayo ni General Calima. Hindi mo dinisclose nga din, at ngayon ko lang ho nalaman, from the Bureau of Immigration na meron na palang nirelease on bail noong December 3. But anyway, Mr. Chairman, kanina sususugan ko lang yung binanggit ni Senator Escudero. For the record, inaamin nyo, walang batas, walang executive order, walang IRR o department issuance na nagbibigay sa inyo ni Attorney Robles ng kapangyarihan whatsoever para magsagawa ng sarili ninyong investigasyon ng walang pahintulot ni Secretary Aguirre nang walang pahintulot ni Commissioner Morente. Is that correct?
Honor, my opinion is different. Meron ang pagpananaw.
Your opinion is
Meron po ako, Your
different.
Honor.
Have you read the Administrative Code of 1987? Have you read the Philippine Immigration Act? Mr. Chairman, there is no provision of law that grants these guys any power to conduct these investigations. These laws only grant you adjudicatory powers to decide all deportation cases, as well as appellate jurisdiction over decisions of the Board of Special Inquiry. Mr. Chairman, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm sorry if I'm trying to give some
You're doing
legal
well.
advice.
You're doing fine.
Lumalabas po, Mr. Chairman, Attorney Argusino, Attorney Robles, unilateral itong ginawa ninyong investigasyon.
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Hindi. Bakit? Sige.
Your Honor, kung sa batas po yung pag-uusapan, meron ho kasing under the Administrative Code, ang Office of the Commissioner includes the Office of the Deputy Commissioner. And then the Office of the Commissioner has the authority to regulate entry and exit of foreigners.
Unilateral investigation ang pinag-uusapan.
Along that line po, Your Honor, so we are part
May
of
we
the
ask
Office
the
of
Department of
Commissioner.
Justice, Secretary Aguirre, would you agree with the statements made by former Commissioner Argusino that they have the powers to do so?
Well, it appears that there's no legal provision giving them the power to investigate. And so-
Unilaterally, to this extent.
Unilaterally. So, Commissioner Robles has a different opinion. Commissioner Agusino has a different opinion. But since there's no provision empowering them to investigate, then it's very hard to say that they have the power to investigate.
Senator De Lima.
I hope it will not...
Yes, I don't
Take my
think
time,
it can
ah.
be charged
Go ahead,
to
go
you. I'm not sure if this can really help. Okay, so Attorney Argusino is insisting that as Associate BI Commissioner, he had the authority to investigate violations of the anti-human trafficking law.
Yun po yung pananaw ko, Your Honor.
Well, could it be that you're referring to the IACAT? Because Bureau of Immigration is under IACAT, but IACAT is chaired by the Secretary of Justice.
Nakita ko rin ho yun kasi umattend din ho ako ng meeting ng IACAT, Your Honor.
Yes, but in this particular so-called investigation of yours, and you are really pointing to possible violation of the anti-human trafficking law, then it must be within the aegis of IACAT. And if it's within the aegis of IACAT, then there must be a clearance, or ought to be a clearance, from the Secretary of Justice as chair, and therefore you cannot do it unilaterally?
Meron po kasing provision, Your Honor,
I'm done.
doon sa anti-human trafficking na any person who has personal knowledge of the offense being committed, nandun po yun sa anti-human trafficking. How much more po ako, nandun po ako, pumunta po ako sa site ng November 25. Nakita ko po may mga minors. Tapos so, dinignan ko ho yung mga papers. Illegal ho yung kanilang mga papers. Tapos kung makikita nyo lang po kung ano po yung nakita ko, ito ho mga passports, hindi ho hawak ng mga nahuli. Ito hong passports na ito, dinala na bultuhan. Ano po ang ibig sabihin? These are acts of anti-human trafficking, Your Honor. So, along that line
No,
po,
that point has already been made.
Yes,
Proceed.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. At babanggitin ko, hindi ho ako abogado at hindi na ho makikipagtalo doon sa usapin na yun. Pero siguro napakaklaro, Mr. Chairman, na dapat mayroong abiso, mayroong permiso, at least mula sa Department of Justice Secretary, or at least to the Commissioner of the Bureau of Immigration. Kaya nga ho kayo Associate Commissioners. Mr. Chairman, Attorney Argusino, ilan lamang pong katanungan pa. Kailan nyo po pinasya na kayo ay magsasagawa nitong unilateral investigation nyo, itong tinatawag nyo pong entrapment? Kailan nyo po ito pinasya? At kailan din nagpasya si Attorney Robles na sasama siya dito?
Your Honor, actually, bago pa ho dumating itong issue ni Jack Lam, meron na ho mga report sa akin na ang kinikita nitong si Jack Lam ay nagkakahalaga ng 100 to 150 million a month, Your Honor. Meron na pong nagre-report sa akin. Now, ang kina-question ko ho is...
Para lang ho tayo mapabilis, Atty. Argusino, I'm sorry for interrupting. Bago po ba mag-November 24, naisipan nyo na itong entrapment operation na ito?
Hindi po entrapment, case build-up, Your Honor.
Case build-up. Pero yung entrapment na binabanggit nyo kay
Wala
Jack
po
Lam.
akong binabanggit na
Wala po.
entrapment, Your Honor. Case
Yung
build-up.
po, yung pong, kayo, Attorney Robles, binabanggit nyo ho kanina, na during that time na nandun kayo sa meeting, parang it appears, no, dun sa mga binabanggit nyo kanina, and please help me out understanding your, from where you are coming from. Binabanggit nyo po na that was the time na na parang dun nyo lang narinig na merong entrapment operation.
It's not an entrapment operation, Mr. Chair. Ang sinasabi niya, he was investigating, not a formal investigation maybe, but an inquiry, personal inquiry under given the circumstances, Mr. Chair.
Nung dumating na ho yung pera, yung bag, etc., ano hong, kanina binabanggit nyo, tinatanong nyo ho kanyo, kung ito ba'y parte ng pinag-aralan ninyo na gagawin.
Mr. Chair, ulitin ko, wala po akong alam sa investigation. It was him who conceptualized that investigation because ako ho, na-invite lang doon. My presence was requested by Attorney Argusino for some other matters also. And yung sinasabi po niya, yung by accident lang
So wala siyang pinresenta sa iyo na execution na ito, ganito gagawin natin, tatanggapin natin to, itatago natin. Kailan dumating yon?
Yun po, nung binigay lang po, sinabi lang po niya sa akin that nung in-inquire ko, he will be using that in evidence against either Sumbero or Jack Lam.
Kaya mo binalik yung pera?
Hindi po. In-entrust lang po sa akin yan. Hindi ko po tinake yun or inappropriate na para sa akin o para kanino man.
When did you call your brother? Kailan mo tinawag yung kapatid mo na sumama sa inyo?
Actually, di ko naman po tinawag yung kapatid kasi sinamahan niya po talaga ako kasi nakita niya na papaalis po ako.
So ngayon, nasa abroad na yung kapatid mo?
Few days after po, Mr. Chair.
Bakit siya nasa abroad ngayon?
Sipan po talaga yun,
Sipan
nakapukla
talaga
po
siya.
pa siya.
Thank you. Maganda yan na binanggit nyo para hindi magmukhang nagtatago yung kapatid
Ay,
ninyo.
salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Wala siyang pinresenta sa'yo na ito yung plano natin, ito yung gagawin natin. Kanina binabanggit mo rin na you heard Mr. Ramon Tulfo's voice sa speakerphone. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yun po yung sinabi ni General Calima sa akin nung pinaparinig na
No,
yung
I'm asking you this
speakerphone.
question. Did you hear his voice on the
Yeah.
speakerphone?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And on your affidavit, nakalagay ho dito, si Mr. Tulfo, it appears, correct me if I'm wrong, it appears in your affidavit that Mr. Tulfo is trying to threaten you, that he will publish an article. Is that correct?
No, Mr. Chair. What I am saying in my sworn statement about Mr. Tulfo is that General Calima presented called TikTok with Mr. Montulfo, whom ito naman po si Montulfo, he was saying that General Sumbero informed him that we were extorting Jack Lam. Yun po ang
Extorting money.
extorting money from Jack Lam.
Sir Montulfo, do you have any statements on that? Because you were saying kayo ho yung tumawag to ask the questions that you raised kanina. Were you aware that you were in, or is there an incident that
I was
you were
not aware that I was being wiretapped. I was
On a speakerphone.
I just called General Calima because I wanted to verify
Yes.
the statement from Sumbero that two immigration commissioners extorted money from Jack Lam.
General Calima, pwede ho bang marinig yung inyong panig? Kayo ho ba ang tumawag? Kayo ang tinawagan? O is it the same day that Attorney Robles talking about, or totally absurd or hindi totoo yung sinasabi ni Attorney Robles?
Sorry, Your Honor. Yung Yung unang pagtawag po sa akin ni Mr. Montulfo was yung pag-congratulate niya sa akin na sa ginawa namin na pag-operate dito sa dalawang associate commissioners. And then after, I don't know kung mga within 1 hour siguro, ito yung nag-confrontation na kami doon sa office ni Gerald Morente, and para ipakita ko sa kanila na hindi ko gawa-gawa lang yon yung sinasabi ko sa kanila. So, nakasave pa naman yung number ni Mr. Montulfo
So
sa akin.
you're not
tinawagan ko.
denying yung sinasabi ni Attorney Robles na naka-speakerphone si Sir Montulfo?
Opo, hindi ko naman dinideny, pero hindi naman po namin winertap si Sir Montulfo. It was just a speakerphone, hindi naman po kami nag-record. Baka nga, dahil magkadikit yung tawag, baka hindi lang maalala ni
And
Mr.
again, for the
Montulfo.
record, there was no threat whatsoever that Mr. Tulfo will release. In fact, na-release nga itong article na ito.
It was not a threat. He was just
Thank
making
you.
a statement, Your Honor.
Thank you. Attorney Robles, based on your testimony, sabi mo si General Calima told you on your meeting on December 3, kayo-kayo lang kasi, di nyo kasi ako sinama. Binanggit nyo to kay
December
Attorney.
2 po.
Okay. Binanggit mo ito kay Attorney Argusino at pagkatapos nito, ang nangyari, nag-deliver na kayo ng 18 million. Is that correct?
Actually, binanggit ko po yan kay Attorney Argusino. Pero nung pong December 1 pa lang, sinasabihan ko na siya kung ano ba tinatanong ko na siya about yung what course of actions he will be going to take with respect to that money. And then nung December 2 nga po, nung nilapitan ako ni General Calima, I informed Attorney Argusino about it immediately po. Tinanong ko rin po, hindi po pa ba sasabihin kay SOJ yan?
And who made that decision na magdala kayo ng 18 million kay General Calima?
It was Attorney Argusino po.
Because he asked for the money? Is that what you're saying, Attorney Argusino?
Your Honor, if I may state, I wish to tell this immediately, Your Honor. Something happened on December 8, and I think General Calima can confirm that. Nung palis na ho ako, nag-usap na nga ho kami doon sa 18 million na sabi na ho niya. Tinawag niya po ako. And then sabi niya, may kinuha po siya sa bulsa niya. Tapos meron po siyang maliit na baril na pinakita sa akin. Sabi niya, "Sir, bakit hindi kayo nagdadala ng ganito?" So doon ho ako natakot. So yun ho yung isang incident na gustong-gusto ko rin hong sabihin. And then after that, umalis na po ako.
December 8 ho yun.
December 9, ibinigay ko na po yung pera sa
Kaya nga
kanya.
ho, you're saying na tinakot kayo para ibigay mo yung 18 million. Is that correct?
Yun ho yung iniisip ko. Kasi hindi ho ordinaryong official si General Calima. Siya ho ang #1 intelligence officer ng Bureau of Immigration.
General Calima, kulang ho kasi ako sa oras. Gusto ko lang tanungin yung bakit ganun katagal bago nyo, kasi parang ang lumalabas ho ngayon, sinasabi nitong dalawa na talagang hinihintay nyo na ibigay pa yung 18 million sa inyo, lugar na meron kayong CCTV, may video kayo, you can easily call the attention of the hotel, you can probably, I would say, easy to look for someone na witnesses para magsabing nandun nga sila at naka-receive sila. Bakit would it not be enough yung ebidensya na kailangan nyo pa talagang hintayin na bigyan kayo ng 18 million?
Well, nung time po na yon, nung pinapag-aralan ko nga yung pinakita sa akin ni Mr. Sumbero na ebidensya against them, nung time po kasi na yun, wala pa naman ako nung kumpleto na footage na katulad na pinakita sa atin kanina. What we just have is yung
You should hire
footage.
Senator Gordon as your consultant.
Yes, sir.
Sige po.
Yung po nakita ko lang noong una is yung bit-bit lang nila yung bag na nandun na. So sabi ko, wala namang, that's just a possession ng bag. Kaya lang natin sinasabi na tumanggap sila ng 50 million dahil sinabi ni Mr. Sumbero na 50 million ang laman nun. But standing alone, with the evidence that we have then, parang mahina pa ni ebidensya yun. Para bang sinasabi na wala namang illegal possession ng bag. And then the next is the text messages. And then the conversations. So, nasabi ko naman na po nung unang Senate hearing na standing alone, mahina ito. That's why we wanted to have a stronger case against them to close the loop. Ito yung sinasabi natin na parang body of the crime, ito yung pera na binigay sa kanila. Kaya po, we decided to, yung phase na yun ng counterintelligence operation, since we cannot also conduct an open investigation sa kanila, natanungin sila tungkol dito, dahil mga abogado naman sila, and surely hindi naman sila aamin. That's why I went into yung pag-employ ng tradecraft so that I can get into their comfort zone para umamin sila, para mapagkwento sila sa akin ng komportable. Kaya nga po yung sinasabi na kinakantsawan ko sila, sinasabi ko na, sir, hindi nyo kasi ako sinasama. Yung pong pagkakataon na nakita ko na I can already accomplish yung objective ng counterintelligence operation namin was when I saw them, si Attorney Robles was so devastated nung makita niya yung what we have on them. Narinig niya si Mr. Montulfo, narinig niya si Wally, nandun ni Wally Sumbero na sa NBI na, and then even Atty. Argusino was telling me already, may mga please na siya, natulungan ko siya. So I seized on the opportunity, kaya po naisipan ko na kinagabihan, I called for him for a meeting, tapos sinabi ko sa kanya na, kasi humingi po siya ng tulong sa akin, and for me, kung ba gano, yung term na nag-please na siya sa akin na subordinate niya, big sabihin, right for the na matatapos ko na yung counterintelligence operation ko. So, nilaro-laro ko siya. Kaya nga, pero yung pong sinasabi niya na I demanded money, siya po yung nag-o-offer kung paano maareglo para hindi lumabas na yung article ni Mr. Montulfo.
I'm sorry,
Yes, sir.
General Calima, no? I don't have much time here. Kaya ho kasi ganito yung pagtingin sa inyo. November 27 pa lang ito. December 20, napakadami ho nangyari, no? December 1 to 4, tapos nakatanggap na kayo ng 18 million. December 22 lang kayo nakapaghain ng complaint. But anyway, yung isang tatanong ko lang ho, binanggit nyo kanina, nag-demand ulit ng another 50 million. Anong ebidensya nyo dito?
Ito po yung meeting nila sa Crown Hotel. They met in a suite room doon, kasama si Atty. Argusino, Atty. Robles, si Wally Sombrero, and I don't know kung one or two Chinese na kasamahan ni Jack Lam. And it was in this meeting where they were demanding for the release of another 50 million para po mabuo yung 100 million. At ang sinasabi nga nila, klarong-klaro doon, na kaliwaan, they have to complete first yung pagbigay ng another 5 folders or sa code messages nila is 50.
Pero General Calima,
Yes,
nakalaya na po yung karamihan dito during this time?
Hindi, I think hindi pa ho. Parang December 3 po yata o 2 yung mga
Nakapag-bail na yun?
Hindi po, wala pa pong nakakapag-bail nung time na yun.
Okay,
Mali po ba akong sumagot, Mr. Senator, doon sa clarification?
Go ahead.
if the chair would allow.
Okay.
Make it brief.
Mr. Chair, palagi ko po naririnig na humihingi ako ng additional 150, 100 doon sa Crown Plaza. Actually, nagugulat nga ho ako dahil nung November 29 ho, naka-file na yung petition for bail. Now, ang pinag-uusapan ho namin dito is yung amount ng bail, Your Honor. Kaya hindi ko alam bakit palaging ina-accuse ako na nagde-demand. Your Honor, yung sinabi ko po sa kanila, Your Honor, na ito ang amount ng bail. Around 76,000 to 56,000 ang amount ng bail. 1,316 po yan. Doon kami nagkaroon ng pag-uusap. And then, kung i-release po nila yung something like 700 doon sa petition for bail, yun po yung aking sinasabi, kung 76,000 po yan per person. Kasi this is cash bail ho ito, Your Honor, pupunta ho ito sa government. And then, kung i-release naman yung 1,316, yun ho yung computation. Pero, later nga ho, narinig ko kay Commissioner Morante, hindi ho pala 76 million, it's 56 million. So, yun po yung sinasabi ko sa kanila. So, Your Honor, yun po yung nire-request niya kung paano po mag-grant yung, kasi alam na ho niya by November 28 na mag-grant ho kami ng bail. Dahil nga ho, nagre-reklamo po yung mga Chinese embassy as early as November 28. And then, gusto na rin ho namin silang i-release dahil wala po kami paglalagyan ng 1,316. Final po nila noong November 29 yung petition for bail. I think it's around 700. Kaya po ako, nung nakipag-usap po sa kanila, illegitimate naman po yung tanong nila, magkano yung bail na babayaran dito? So sabi ko is, based on my opinion, is around 76,000. And then, if you are going to release them all, sabi ko, depende kung ilan ang i-release ng Board of Commissioners dahil dadaan pa ho sa process. At true enough po, hindi naman ho na-grant lahat kasi hindi naman po lahat bailable. So, yun po yung nangyayari. And hindi ko alam kung hindi alam ni Wally kung ano yung ine-explain ko, tapos sinasabi, nagdidemand ako ng 50 million, ng 100 million. Pero this is in connection ho doon sa pagpaprocess ng bail, which is a legitimate questions that I ask, Your Honors.
Sana lang.
Go ahead, please.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. I'm sorry, I have to say this. I had enough
Thank you
with
very much, Your Honors.
Sally and Patty. Si Sally ako, tsaka si Patty ako. Tanungin ko na lang si Commissioner Morente. Commissioner Morente, base ko dito sa mga information na nakuha natin, naririnig natin of how your bureau's officers have conducted, ayaw pa nila ngayong tawaging entrapment nung nakaraang hearing, puro entrapment, ngayon ayaw na. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. And what they call counterintelligence operations, Mr. Morente, not against illegal immigration, but against each other.